4-7 Multiplying Exponents. Let's talk about exponents. Remember, a base and an exponent is repeated multiplication. So if I have 4 squared, we say that 4 is the base and 2 is the exponent. The exponent basically tells us to take 4 and multiply it by itself 2 times, the number of times the exponent tells you. 4 squared does not mean 4 times 2, which is 8. It means 4 times 4, which is 16. For practice, I'd like you to pause the movie and write 6 cubed as repeated multiplication. Pause the movie now. For 6 cubed, you should have written 6 times 6 times 6. Notice I said 6 cubed. When something is raised to the 3rd power, sometimes we say that it is cubed. Let's move on. Multiplying exponents. When we do these problems, you're going to find a shortcut. I encourage you not to use the shortcut and follow my steps. When you see the shortcut, you can try to use it, but always refer back to the way I'm showing you now to check your work. When I look at the first example, 2 cubed times 2 squared. Bases are the same, so I can simplify this. First, I'm going to spread it out. Let me first look at 2 cubed. 2 cubed means repeated multiplication of 2 3 times. 2 times 2 times 2. 2 squared is repeated multiplication 2 times. 2 times 2. Here we can see 2 cubed times 2 squared. After I spread them out, spread the bases out, regroup, I see that I have 2 to the 5th power. Pause the movie now and write the example 2 cubed times 2 squared, spread out, and then the answer into your notes. Once you've done that, try a to the 5th times a cubed. Pause the movie now to copy the example and try the second problem. For the second problem, you should have written it out like this. A to the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a cubed. A, or a to the 3rd power. After I spread them out, all my bases are the same. So I really have a to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A to the 8th power. Make sure you have this example correct in your notes. Let's move on. Let's try this first sample problem. A to the 5th times AB. A to the 5th means 5 A's. Times A times B. Combine all my A's first. That's A to the 6th power. And bring the B down with it. Pause the movie now and try sample problems 2, 3, and 4. These will be checked by your teacher tomorrow. Last, we're going to try to do some with numbers included. Let's look at the first one. Negative 2x cubed times negative 5x squared. When I spread these out, it would look like this. Negative 2x, x, negative 5x, x. I'm going to change the orders around that I'm actually multiplying these numbers. And I'm going to bring negative 2 with the negative 5. And then the x's together. I can change the order of these numbers Think in your head, what property allows me to change the order of the numbers? Yep, the commutative property of multiplication. Commutative allows me to move the 5 over to the 2. Negative times a negative is a positive. 2 times 5 is 10. X to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th power. My answer will be 10x to the 5th. Pause the movie now. Do problems 2 and 3. You have now completed your lesson on multiplying exponents. Bring your answers to class tomorrow so that we can check them.